Beginning to look a lot like Christmas. What's up, everyone? My name is Nick, and today we are talking about Christmas. Yes, so Christmas is very different here in Malaysia, where I live, than in the Netherlands, where I'm from. So I'm gonna talk about what the differences are between celebrating Christmas in the Netherlands and celebrating Christmas here in Malaysia. Of course, there's a lot of differences from weather. Obviously, I'm wearing a t-shirt, and you could definitely not wear a t-shirt in the Netherlands during Christmas. There's other differences, a lot of cultural differences and food differences. So let's talk about all these differences between celebrating Christmas here in Malaysia and celebrating Christmas in the Netherlands. Let's go. Merry Christmas. This is Global Gibbon. First things first, let's talk about the weather. Obviously, the weather is totally different here in Malaysia compared to the Netherlands. Here, it's always warm. In the Netherlands, we have 4 seasons. It goes from spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And Christmas is obviously in winter. You know, everyone thinks about Christmas. You think about snow and cold weather. Now, in the Netherlands, it gets cold. We do get snow once in a while. Usually not around Christmas. It usually snows in like October, maybe 1 week. And then snow will go again, coming down again in February. So if you have Christmas and you have snow in the Netherlands, you're very lucky. I think I've only had it once or twice. Now, here in Malaysia, obviously there's no snow. However, it does cool down a little bit by like 3 or 4 degrees because there's a lot more rain here during this time of year. In December, January, it rains a lot more. There's a lot more clouds. So in a way, it kind of feels colder like the Netherlands, but it's totally different. It rains, and when I close my eyes and I listen to the rain, maybe I can imagine having a little bit of snow. So that's definitely one thing that I miss about being here and not being in the Netherlands, is snow and the cold weather and that coziness that weather brings with it. Let's talk about decorations. Of course, there's definitely a big difference in decorations between the Netherlands and Malaysia when it comes to Christmas. Now, in the Netherlands, I think it's a bit, toned down, and every house you'll have a Christmas tree for sure. But I think in the city centers you'll have some wreaths, some little things hanging there, but it's kind of like toned down and more relaxed. Here in Malaysia, however, you go to any shopping mall, you will be in winter wonderland. They go all the way with Christmas decorations. There are trains going through shopping malls. There are literal villages being built inside the shopping mall. And I've been to one shopping mall, when was it, last week? They had a big Christmas tree, and around 8 o'clock in the evening, hundreds of people came down, and I was like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden there was snow, fake snow, this foam snow coming down. It was a whole extravaganza, and everyone was taking pictures and selfies, and it was extreme to me. Those kind of things we do not do that extreme in the Netherlands. But here in Malaysia, yes, everything is over the top, huge decorations. So definitely a difference between Christmas in Malaysia versus Christmas in the toned down, easy peasy Netherlands. When I was thinking about this video and the differences between Netherlands and Malaysia when it comes to Christmas is religion, the part of religion within Christmas. In the Netherlands, I think Christmas is more of a cultural celebration and not so much a religious celebration anymore. Sure, we're celebrating the birth of Jesus, but in the Netherlands it's more about being with family and spending time together. I think a bit more like Thanksgiving in the United States. It's about being together as a family. Here in Malaysia, I think Christmas is very much more a Christian religious kind of celebration. So most of the Christians, they will go to church and attend these Christmas masses, and I think that is a bigger part here than in the Netherlands. So I think here it's more about the religious aspect of Christmas and appreciating that. And in the Netherlands, it's more part of our culture. It's more about family and maybe not so much about the religious, the Christian part of Christmas. Yeah. Another big difference, I think, is the timing and the way that we celebrate Christmas. How we do it here in Malaysia and versus how we do it in the Netherlands. Now, in the Netherlands, we do not have Christmas Day. We've got the first Christmas Day and the second Christmas Day. We don't call it Boxing Day. No, we call it Eerste Kerstdag and Tweede Kerstdag. So yes, we have 2 public holidays when it comes to Christmas, which is wonderful, of course. And how do we celebrate Christmas in the Netherlands? All right, so a typical day would look something like this. You wake up in the morning and you go have a nice brunch at home with your inner family, your close family. That'll be your parents and you know your sisters, your siblings, your brothers. And you enjoy that, and then maybe during lunch, you go for a walk, or some other family members come over in the afternoon and you go for a walk in the forest. And you spend some nice quality time together. Then in the mid-afternoon you come back, and that's when you start having your glasses of wine, and slowly you start with a soup and you have like a really long dinner, again with family. Second day of Christmas is similar, but perhaps you go and visit the other side of the family. So maybe on the first day you celebrate with your father's side of the family, and then the second Christmas day you celebrate with either your friends or your mother's side of the family. Now here in Malaysia is very different. There's only one Christmas day. Of course, it's Christmas Eve. I think a lot of people, well, I know, you go out for dinner mostly with your family, to maybe a seafood restaurant, which is to me not very Christmassy, but that's how it is here. And then on Christmas Day you stay at home and all your family comes over, and you would have an open house. The people that celebrate have an open house, so all their friends, all their family, they can come over and visit and, you know, have some food. And it's like most holidays here in Malaysia, where you have an open house, come to our house, we'll feed you, hang out for a bit, and then you leave again. So it is, the difference I think is more between the Netherlands being more of a smaller group of family mostly, and that's how we celebrate. And here in Malaysia it's everyone is welcome. Come over to our house, we'll feed all of you, and we'll have a great time together. So slight differences. Food. Let's talk about food. Food is such an important and big part of Christmas. I think in every culture that celebrates Christmas, food is at the center, food and family. So in the Netherlands, we love gourmetten, which is, I think in Malaysia, it's like something like a hot pot kind of style dinner. So we have gourmetten, which is a big hot plate, and you have your little pots or little pans as well. So you have all these different little sausages and whatever that you can put on the hot plate, and you can cook your own kind of food. And you have a salad, you have some potatoes with that, and that is a very traditional thing to do in the Netherlands during your Christmas dinner. So you have a big table and you have this hot plate, and you're all kind of making your own food and you're having a nice conversation. Now, other things that I miss so much from the Netherlands is on the markets you have these oliebollen, which are like deep fried dough balls, and you sprinkle the powdered sugar on top of it, and that's what you eat. It's so nice. And there's so many other like very sweet kind of Christmas kind of foods that you can get from the markets or the bakeries especially. Now here in Malaysia is different. There's so many different cultures here in Malaysia. So you have in Sarawak here, you have the native people that are traditionally from here, the Dayak and all the different tribes. You have a lot of Chinese people that live here. You have a lot of Muslims that don't particularly celebrate Christmas, but of course they'll come and visit the people that do celebrate Christmas. And they have all these other different kinds of people. So food is so diverse here. Like so for Christmas Eve, people might go to a seafood restaurant and eat seafood. Or during Christmas Day, you might go and visit someone that has an open house and they'll serve you curry chicken. They might even do a roasted turkey sometimes. And of course, me being from the Netherlands, Christmas is all about Western food, as we would call it here in Malaysia. But to me, that is, you know, where I'm from, so Western food. Over here, there's a lot of Asian food, so there's a lot of rice. There are a lot of other Asian dishes, noodles and whatever that you can eat during Christmas, which to me is always something to think about. And I must say, never really feels like a true Christmas when I'm here in Malaysia, because I miss that food, that being with my family in the Netherlands, and that for me is a real Christmas feel, and the cold weather. So yeah, it's all a bit different here, but I love being here. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna spend time with my wife's family, and we're gonna have that whole open house, and we're gonna hang out with family, play some games with the kids. So it's definitely gonna be a lot of fun, and there are gonna be presents as well. I bought some nice presents for my wife yesterday. All right, so Christmas is indeed very different in the Netherlands and here in Malaysia. I must say, I do miss the Christmas in the Netherlands. I miss the cold weather. Of course, I miss my family, which is what I believe Christmas is all about. But yeah, I guess this is the end of the video. I hope you learned a little bit more about the differences between celebrating Christmas here in the hot Malaysia compared to celebrating it in the cold Netherlands. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know how you celebrate Christmas. I will see you again in the next video. Bye. Bye.